G'day, this is Pete from Bushpreneur. This morning I've just come back and we've had a bit of rain, nearly 2 inches, which is kind of cool. We don't usually get a lot of rain in April here, but anyway, it's still good to see it come. We're meant to be heading up to Port Douglas this weekend, but yeah, it's still raining up there, so we probably won't go. But I have the greatest analogy for you. I want you to have a look at this tree. Now, what's that got to do with anything? Well, that's a bit like our past. Like as you're learning something, like we learn something in our business or in our life, and we've got the old bits that hang on from the past that we want to hang on to, all of the things that make us who we are at this moment. But when you want to change and when you want to create something, you've got to sometimes fasten let go. You've got to let go of everything. And in some cases, we're all like these prongs, like these prongs here. And eventually one day, right here, one day you get sick and tired of being who you are, you get sick and tired of living the life you are, and then all of a sudden you go into a little bit of a lull. You sit there and you think, oh, poor bugger me. Well, that is the greatest day of your life. And I'll tell you why, because the moment you decide you don't want to live the life the way you're living it, you actively go searching for something else. Now, that can be in any form. It happened to me when we ran a very successful crutching operation, and then one day on the trailer, after many thousands and hundreds of thousands of sheep, I had that moment where I just stopped and I thought, I don't want to do this anymore. And I made a decision to finish up at the end of the year, sold the trailer, threw the hand pieces out into the water. I thought, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I wasn't being what I wanted to be, certainly wasn't earning what I wanted to earn, so I decided to change that. So I went into fencing. Now, I can still remember the day after we'd done about 2,000 kilometres of fencing, and it was all sheep and cattle fencing out west, hard rocks and being away for months on end. I remember putting the last dropper on this big long fence that went for 20 k's, looking at the sun going, there must be a better way of living. I'm never home, I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm grumpy. I'm not really going ahead as much as I want to. And I was like this bush. And you see, the big thing is, it's not about getting it right or wrong. The moment you work out right or wrong, is it good, is it bad, you won't do anything. It's not about me trying to tell you how great my business is or how someone's going to tell you how great their business is. It's your decision to change what you're doing. It's your decision to make a complete swap of what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, I'd certainly love to help you, because we've had plenty of times where we've had to reinvent ourselves, look deep into your own eyes to say, is this what I want to do? And the other thing I want to mention is choosing a business or choosing a lifestyle doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be an emotional nightmare. It could be just that, I just want to try something different. I want to step out and see what other people do. Our trip to North Queensland has come to where we're going to move further up north to Port Douglas, where it rains a lot. Now, I can't wait for that. Now, I could possibly get up there and think, bloody hell, we made the wrong decisions, but it's never the wrong decision when you make one. The wrong decision is when you sit on your ass and you procrastinate or plan or replan or redesign or do something that doesn't get you anywhere. It's a bit like spinning in the mud. You can get in the mud in a two-wheel drive ute. There's no weight on the back and there's no power that you've put in the back to press it down. Nothing can happen. It'll sit there and spin. And that's what people do. They spin on the idea, should I start this? Should I leave my job? Should I try something? Should I expand something? Should I learn something? And then they go back to sitting there spinning, and 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 12 years later, they're still spinning. And in that time, they lose confidence in their ability, they lose confidence in what they think they can do, and it's all because they haven't followed through on something they wanted to do. So don't be like that leaf. Don't be like me, who took a long time to break the boughs of the past. Don't be that person. Be the person who makes a decision quickly and go with the flow. And if you want to know more about what we're doing and you want to check out what we're doing, follow us on northernlife.com.au. Have a good one.